Have you guys ever wondered if 2 motors are better than 1? Well, the obvious answer is yes, of course it would be. You'd have a little bit more pounds of thrust, better propulsion. It'd probably push you slightly faster. But right here, I have a 3 horsepower electric motor from Newport. These things run off a 36 volt battery. Pretty good budget electric motor if you guys are looking for something like that in your market. It's probably equivalent to 160 pound thrust, maybe 180 pound thrust, so way more powerful than a standard trolling motor. I'm not going to be doing this experiment with gas motors because this right here is specifically like a trolling motor or electric outboard video. And the reason I produce so many of those is in the state of Georgia, we have a lot of electric only lakes. You're not allowed to have a gas motor. So before anyone asks, why don't you just put gas motors on it? You're not allowed to. We have 2 of these, and I'm going to do a little speed test. On the top speed, it'll push my 17 foot. This is basically a bass tracker, but it's actually a fisher. Actually, no, it's got 4 batteries. It's got a 24 volt in the front, 2 36s in the back, and a 12 volt. Completely aluminum boat. Pretty good amount of weight. But how fast will it go with 1 motor? Or how fast will it go with 2 motors? And is it worth it? So really what brought all this up is out on one of my electric only lakes, I've seen guys pull up with 4 trolling motors on the back of their John boat. I was always wondering, why didn't y'all just upgrade to a bigger size electric motor? Is it a better bang for your buck to buy 4 55 pound thrust motors? So then I got to wondering, like, is it a better deal for me just to put 2 electric motors on the back rather than me trying to upgrade and getting a bigger one? But I don't have the funds to buy the bigger one to compare it to.
I can't eat. I'm broke.
So I'm just going to do a simple test of, is it actually worth it for me to put a second motor on the back? Is it that much faster? Is it only slightly faster? The obvious answer is it will be faster. Everyone knows that. If you're watching this video, you already know, like, yeah, it's probably going to push you a little bit faster. Now, if it's a 1/4 mile an hour faster, is it worth it? Is it a 1/2 mile an hour faster? Is it worth it? If it's 1 mile an hour faster, is it worth it?
Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
If you guys know, a standard 55 pound thrust trolling motor is probably going to push you 3 miles an hour. So if you go 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, like, at what point is it worth it for you guys to spend the money on an extra motor rather than getting a bigger one? So generally speaking, so usually I would mount it right here in the middle of the transom, right dead center. This is how we're going to do the speed test for the 1 motor. But when we do the 2 motors, and I'm going to put this one almost on the edge, I have a transducer over here on this side, so I don't want to get too close to it. So as you can see, motor number 1, motor number 2, I'm going to have to be able to steer both of these at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and tighten these bolts down. Alrighty, gonna go out to the lake, do a little speed test with 1 motor, get you guys a little review of how fast it pushes my boat. Then after we get the results for that, gonna be doing a speed test with both motors, gonna get you guys some drone shots, aerial shots of both. See if you guys can see the difference a little bit more than me just telling you the difference. I have a little speedometer app on my phone right here I'm gonna be using to see if we can calculate the exact speed. The only thing is this one doesn't give you exact the speed. I just moved it, so it was calculating that we were going faster than we were. The only thing about this one right here is it's not going to tell you it's going like 5.2 or 5.3 or 5.4. This one doesn't give the exact speed. It's just going to say if I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever miles an hour. Versus my transducer, my trolling motor, will tell me exactly the exact speed I'm going. The only thing is when I'm working both of those motors, I'm not going to be able to tell you the dead pinpoint exact speed, but both of these motors run around $1,100 a piece. So for 2 motors, you're spending around $2,200. I got a little discount code for you guys if you want to go to Newport's website. Save you 10% if you guys want to buy one of these. But it's a 3 horsepower equivalent motor. It's 1,300 watts. I know someone in the comments is going to tell me that 1,300 watts does not convert to 3 horsepower, but what they're saying is this is a 3 horsepower equivalent motor that it would push you about the same speed as a gas 3 horsepower motor would. Companies calculate horsepower, torque, everything differently. Back in the old days, in the 70s, a car that was 300 horsepower versus today's 300 horsepower, night and day difference in horsepower, because one would be measuring horsepower to the wheels versus the spindle, the drive shaft. I'm not sure exactly how all that works, but I know they calculate horsepower differently, but this one is a 3 horsepower equivalent. So 2, theoretically, might give me 6 horsepower, but not really. But it's going to give me the full power of the 3 horse. Without any further ado, let's get out on the lake and get this thing tested out. Alrighty, so we're out here doing the motor speed test. And Just got one on the back of it right now. And for whatever reason, my boat goes faster when I'm on the front. So when I'm all the way over here on the back of the boat, we're going about 5 miles an hour. But when I get this boat a little more level, I'm over here, we're going 5.52. So 5.5 miles an hour when I'm on the front, and it's like nice and level. Cutting through that water pretty good. So scooting. So going right on along. I guess we're gonna go ahead and hook this other motor up pretty soon. I was gonna do some fishing today, but hasn't been the greatest. Let me get back here because need to straighten this bad boy out. But we're at 1300 watts. We're running 36 volts right there. So let's go ahead and hook this other motor up, see what she'll do. I'm pretty interested. All right, I just hooked the other motor up, but ooh, it has a key, and I have to find my second key. There it is. And these right here are the little magnetic keys to the Newport motors. Technically, any magnet will work, but this is what comes with it. Put mine on a little floating keychain. So, gonna go ahead and attach that right there. Turn it on. Let's see if I got power. We about to be cooking with grease, son. Let's see what she'll run. Alrighty. Now I have to control both at once. We're scooting. I don't know how fast we're going right now, but we're scooting, boy. My mile per hour gauge is bouncing between 6 and 7 miles an hour. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a difference. 7. We're at 7 right there. That's crazy. I gotta get a drone up to show you guys how fast this thing goes, because it scoots, boy. I mean, scoots. That is crazy. This thing has got some serious weights coming off the back end of the boat. All right, I'm about to follow the boat now. Let's get a little closer in on it. All right, you ready? Hammer it down, boy. That is fast right there. That is crazy. Let me get in front of the boat. That is crazy. Let me get beside it. All that good stuff. We scooting, boys. We are scooting. The only thing is, these motors have a general want to kind of turn, and I can't lock them in, so I'm having to hold them both in place with my feet, but I don't think anybody will be able to catch us. I just wish I could get on the front of the boat and see what my fish finder says. That is wild. Scooting, my boy. Woo-wee. Let's get you guys a little bit of a higher shot. Look at the mud line. I'm over here looking at my drone like there's just a distinct mud line over here. That's wild. Scooting, my boy. All right, let's turn it off. I can see a distinct speed decrease when I only got one on. That is wild. Successful landing. Alrighty, that's all for the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I got a discount code for Newport if you guys want to place you an order. So gonna be running these 2 Newports for the rest of the year. I'm hoping by the end of the year I upgrade to a bigger size electric motor. I've been trying to talk to Newport about maybe coming out with a 5 horse or something bigger, but I'm looking at getting about a 10 horsepower electric motor in the future, getting some more videos on that for you guys. But until then, we'll see you guys on the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Leave this video a like. Comment down below what you thought. Do you think it's worth it? Are 2 boaters better than 1? Is it not worth the money? Would you just stay running at the 5.5 or would you prefer going 7? If you're a tournament fisherman, 1.5 mile an hour could make a difference on you getting to the spot versus someone else. So let me know what you guys think. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Peace.